So what I'm hearing you say over and over and over again is plant-based diets,
Yes.
Mediterranean diet.
Yes.
Is there a practical way that an older person living alone can get enough of those foods affordably and be able to prepare them in a way that that's practical for them?
Yeah, sure. Like we talked about, frozen fruits and vegetables are a way to go. Or you could even, package where you can get like an unsweetened applesauce, or even those packets of, fruit cups, or even things like that can help. Or there are food stores now like Costco where they're selling bulk items of things that you can keep in the freezer that are very economical. Or you can order. We were talking about. Food ordering things like from supermarkets, or online ordering if you have a caregiver or someone, or a spouse or a child that can help you order and get food delivered. There's definitely ways to be getting it in.
Let's talk a little bit about brain food. Are there certain foods that you think that there's any evidence to suggest may help your cognitive skills or
So-
help the decline in cognitive skills?
Yeah, sure. I think the strongest research now is with healthy fats. So things like nuts and seeds, walnuts are wonderful, almonds, and pumpkin seeds, and things like avocado, olive oil. So working those types of healthy fats into the diet is really important. And then green leafy vegetables, there's some pretty strong evidence about that, about those. And berries, blueberries, cherries. Just again, it kind of all goes back to what's good for the heart. It's kind of like the new brain diet is almost like what we've been talking about is heart healthy for all these years, because what's going to be good for the heart is going to be good for the brain. And then it's also good for the bones. It's almost like it all just works together. There's no necessarily one special diet for one thing. It's kind of if you're meeting these needs of heart healthy, which most people are familiar with, you're going to meet a lot of other needs too for these disease states.
Yeah. It does. That's exactly what it sounds like, that it's one way of eating that helps many of your different systems.
Exactly, which makes it easier that way.
And it also sounds like you're saying that you need some variety of foods in your diet.
Yes.
I think there's some evidence that most of us eat the same type of foods over and over again, a very select group of foods.
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up, because especially with the elderly population, you might have someone come in and they say, oh, well, I eat well and I have broccoli every night, I have a little bit of that, they have the same, I have this canned fruit every day. But as indicated in the tray that will be showing, the different colors and the variety, you get different nutrients and phytochemicals from all different colors of fruits and vegetables and other foods. So variety is really important. Your body thrives off variety.
Yeah. Yeah. The handout you did, I thought was excellent, and I think people should really take advantage of it by downloading it. But in the handout you presented, you gave some suggestions about a food list, a shopping list, and certain foods, and just some general rules of just general rules: 3 veggie servings a day, 3 servings of fruit a day, a source of protein, healthy fats. I mean, that's rather practical. I think people can do that. I think people can know that.
Yeah.
We're using in our house now avocado oil, which I recently saw in Costco. I like it. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And I think macadamia nuts are a good source of good fats.
Yeah, the avocado oil is good because it takes high heat. So it's a very neutral oil, so it's not going to deliver like a strong flavor like olive oil might. So if you're looking for a neutral oil, it's a good option.
Yeah, and olive oil, of course, everybody touts olive oil, but not everybody likes it. I personally don't, but it has got a kind of a strong taste to it.
It can.
Are there any fruits, do you think, that are worse than others? Well, let me say that another way. If there are fruits that you would recommend to people, would banana be high on that list of a good fruit to eat?
Yeah, it would. Sure. I can't think of any fruits that I wouldn't have somebody eat. If someone has a very severe blood sugar issue, I might limit the amount of fruits that might have a little more sugar, like having them eat tons of bananas or mangoes or pineapple or grapes might have a little more effect on their blood sugar, but I wouldn't necessarily eliminate it from their diet. So I think there's something to be said, and you're going to get nutrition from most fruits.
Yeah. We have such a variety of foods in the grocery store now. We're really lucky.
Yes.
part of that is we've been able to grow things, or in hot houses and inside, and so all year round we can get good vegetables and fruit. So there's not much excuse really for us not being able to buy it in grocery stores. And now you can have food delivered, as you said.
Yes.